The dramatic 911 call from a woman whose car was sinking fast.
Outsmarting Scrooge, volunteers make fast work in turning around what might have been a Christmas tragedy.
But first, new at 5:30 tonight, voters in Fall River are casting ballots today for new mayor.
And keep in mind, the new mayor could be the current mayor, depending on how the recall goes, and then the special election right after that. NBC 10's Adam Bagney has more from the Bay State newsroom tonight.
It's decision day in Fall River. Voters heading to the polls today to decide whether or not to recall Mayor Will Flanagan, and if so, who to replace him with. Critics are angry over issues like fire department layoffs and fees for trash collection. NBC 10 caught up with one of the mayor's 7 challengers, Sam Sutter, at a local diner.
Fall River's at a crossroads. Things have been in turmoil for the last 6 months. Financially, we've got huge problems. So we need a change.
But the mayor says he's had to make tough financial decisions as a way to avoid cuts to city services. We spotted him campaigning on a street corner where he told us he's optimistic he'll remain in office.
I'm proud of the record we have as mayor in the city. Fall River is a city on the move, and that's forward.
As for the merits of the recall itself, this is the first time Fall River's 1980 Recall Act has ever been used. Officials say it'll cost the city about $60,000, and some wonder why it's even necessary with another mayoral election scheduled to begin in as little as 9 months. And this election has really divided the city in a lot of ways. For example, on this street corner, campaigning on this side against the mayor is Councilman Dan Rigo, but campaigning on the other side for the mayor is his sister.
I love my sister dearly. She's the oldest of 14. I'm the youngest of 14. And this is called democracy.
The oldest always know better, and I'm the #1.
Polls close tonight at 8 p.m. In Fall River, I'm Adam Bagney, NBC 10 News.
You can log on to turnto10.com tonight for complete election results. We'll have the updates from the polling places as soon as the numbers come in. All right, new details now on a dramatic river rescue.
We've got the 911 call from the frantic woman who drove into Taunton's Mill River. Help me, I'm in the water. That's what you can hear on the recording. Dan's back with more on that. Dan?
Alison and Gene, the driver was behind the wheel of a new car, the one that has OnStar. You know, you press the button if you need help, and man, that option paid for itself quickly after the woman's car went down an embankment and right into the fast-moving, freezing cold Mill River right here. Her car actually floated downstream. She's inside. So listen now as the OnStar operator connects the driver to the 911 center in Taunton.
She's saying she's...
All right, we did have the 911 call, but do we have it? Okay, we don't have it. Folks, what we do have it, though, is on our website at turnto10.com. It actually lasts 4 minutes. We apologize. There was a technical mistake, but you can hear the whole thing on turnto10.com. It lasts about 4 minutes, and I'll tell you, this was one lucky woman. Live in the newsroom, Dan Jaehnig, NBC 10 News. Allison?
All right, Dan, you at 5:30. Providence police are searching for 3 muggers on the east side.
A man from Sharon, Massachusetts says he was mugged last night up on College Hill on South Court Street near Benefit. Police believe the same 3 men tried to rob a man from Pawtucket in the same vicinity also last night. Efforts to trace a stolen iPhone proved unsuccessful. New details now about a long-running prison inmate demanding the state pay for his sex change.
Well, a federal appeals court has overturned a ruling that would have forced the taxpayers to fund the sex reassignment. Michelle Koselek, born Robert, has waged a legal battle for the surgery she says will relieve the mental anguish caused by gender identity disorder. She won the case and continued to win on an appeal, but today a new decision found that she failed to demonstrate that prison officials violated her rights by failing to provide the surgery.
A Cape Cod man is facing child pornography charges after he was arrested at home at the Summerwood condominiums. Police have been searching for John Gray since they were alerted by Canadians. Their investigation reached into Rhode Island, Arizona, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania. They've been looking for this guy a long time. There may be more victims. New video now at 5:30. A Salvation Army bell ringer was seriously injured after a car crashed into a Walgreens in Arlington, Massachusetts. Happened just before 1 o'clock. The 50-year-old Boston man was pinned under the vehicle, then freed by a nearby service station worker. He's expected to recover. Police say the 87-year-old driver may have mistaken the awning over the front door of the store for a drive-through window.
Warwick police are asking for your help tonight to identify a shoplifter. It happened at the Lowe's on Quaker Lane on December 4th. Police say the man In these surveillance pictures, put a backpack blower and gas chainsaw into his carriage and then walked out of the store without paying. He left in a dark-colored Dodge Caravan with both plates removed. He's described as a white male in his 40s, 6 feet tall and more than 200 pounds. He may be the same suspect wanted for similar incidents at other Lowe's stores, too.
All right, there's a financial fight brewing between a Connecticut college and the city of Middletown.
It's about whether or not the school should be billed for police protection during a protest that involved both students and staff. Wesleyan students took over the intersection of two of the city's main streets last week. The police cost almost $7,500 for nearly 50 added officers. We'll be right back.
I don't know what the big deal's all about. People get so wound up about Christmas. Personally, I just don't get it.
My parents love to make this a tradition. All of us dressing up in the same lovely holiday sweaters.
I wish Frank would take this holiday a little bit more seriously, get his head in the game.
Having to get dressed up in matching Christmas outfits with my sister and taking pictures with Santa until we were in our 20s.
And this is serious business, the holidays, you know? It's the one time where you can actually be a kid again, be a little goofy, you know?
Disney on Ice presents Princesses and Heroes, presented by Yo Kids Organic Yogurt. Travel under the sea with Ariel and Eric. Be a guest of Beauty and the Beast. Experience the tale of Anna and Elsa from Frozen, and many more of your favorite Disney stories.
NBC 10 invites you to save $10 on opening night tickets by using code NBC10. Restrictions may apply. Log on to Ticketmaster.com for details. Disney on Ice presents Princesses and Heroes, playing December 26th to 29th at Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence.
How to do math. How to play basketball and soccer. How to swim. To always love people and be nice to everyone. If I be good things will come back to me. You are the adult. I am your child. I need you to protect me from underage drinking. It starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with you.
Toyotathon is 50 state big. That means you get the biggest deals on Toyotas nationwide. Come to Toyotathon and get coast-to-coast savings on a Prius C lease. Now $99 a month with no cost maintenance included. Or get a $159 a month Prius V lease with no cost maintenance. Toyotathon, the biggest national sales event of the year. And soon. Toyota, let's go places.
What appears to be a setback in an effort to help needy children this Christmas has a happy ending.
Real-life Grinch made off with a truckload of toys in central Massachusetts, turning disdain to determination. Ken McLeod has the story from Worcester.
When the Marines landed at the Lucky Dog Music Hall this afternoon, trash bags packed with toys filled the stage.
I think in the end, it actually worked out pretty well for us.
But things looked pretty gloomy Saturday when the club's annual Santa Palooza to benefit Toys for Tots was torpedoed by a Grinch, sometime after showgoers donated an unwrapped toy at the door. Shattered glass is still on the sidewalk near the club, where thieves broke into the Marines' rental van on Saturday night and stole all of the toys they just loaded into it.
Of all the things that could have happened, we didn't even consider someone would break into the van and steal the toys.
I thought, what are we going to do now?
But disgust became determination come Sunday morning. This is Toys for Tots' Worcester County warehouse, where the Marines are hoping to distribute toys for more than 20,000 needy kids come the end of this week. So the Lucky Dog crowd hit social media hard and opened up Sunday night to right a wrong.
I opened the bar at 5 o'clock. By 5:15, we had more toys than we had the night before.
Proof is in the pudding.
Indeed, the Lucky Dog collected 5 times more toys with its rebound effort, and more than double the cash collected to $4,500.
It still shows that there are caring people out there that want to do the right thing.
It tells me that there are good people out there, not just bad people.
Those bad people have not been caught yet, but the good people have made Christmas merrier for some needy kids.
This is amazing.
It turned out great. You know, people are just awesome.
Well, the Marines needed 2 trucks to haul away the toys collected at the Lucky Dog.
Toys for Tots in Worcester is accepting donations through Thursday.
A Secret Santa is spreading holiday cheer on the Cape. A man wearing a cowboy hat handed 15 envelopes to a clerk at a Mary Lou's coffee shop in Hyannis. They each contained $100 bills. Later, a similar-looking man gave 8 envelopes to a Dunkin' Donuts worker at the Cape Cod Mall. They also had $100 bills in each of them. New at 5:30, Boston's St. Patrick's Day parade will allow gay marchers.
A group representing gay veterans will be allowed to participate, marking a dramatic turnaround for an organization that has long resisted the inclusion of gays. The South Boston Allied War Veterans Council won a Supreme Court decision in 1995 upholding their right to ban gay groups, but voted last night to allow the out vets. That's what they're calling it. The organization represents lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender veterans.
All right, right now there's a fight going on that's pitting animal lovers against the state of Indiana.
That's because a dog owner wants her ashes mixed with those of her pet, but the pet is still alive. A stipulation in the woman's will means that Bella can be euthanized to fulfill her owner's wishes. Animal rights advocates say the dog should be adopted, but the law states that animals are property. The conflict lies in a clause that states that all animals should be treated humanely.
It's just not right, you know. Every animal, person, any living thing has a right to live its life, and they can't just end it because of somebody that thinks it's the right way for them.
Well, it's not clear yet whether or not there's a timetable to grant the woman's final wishes or whether or not officials may try to intervene. Coverage you trust, new and next at 5:30, outdoor exercise. Why you may not need to nix the cold weather workout.
Also, drugs are down, but a new report about teenagers finds another disturbing trend.
With an easy access CD from Pawtucket Credit Union, you will earn 1.15% APY for 13 months and get 2 penalty-free withdrawals. Or earn 1.25% APY on a 24-month bump-up CD. Limited time only, Pawtucket Credit Union, the smarter way to bank.
When Chef Tony Baker is in the kitchen, he never gets burned.
Thanks to my UV Glove Hot Surface Handler, now with non-slip silicone grips.
The UV Glove protects from heat up to 540 degrees.
And it's flame resistant. It really helps me hang on to slippery dishes. I use it with hot dinner plates, even ceramic bakeware. In my kitchen, I always make sure it's the UV Glove.
Available at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target.
In the fraction of time we spend driving in reverse, about 500,000 accidents occur each year, which is why the Infiniti QX60 has world's first safety technology available, like backup collision intervention, which can brake even before you do, to help keep everyone safe. Lease an all-wheel drive Infiniti QX60 for $399 a month. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
With Great Checking 2 from Pawtucket Credit Union, you'll earn 1.05% APY guaranteed through May 31st, 2015. There are no monthly service fees, no minimum balance requirements, and no strings attached. Great Checking 2 from Pawtucket Credit Union, the smarter way to bank.
Tonight, NBC is giving your favorite elf his very own holiday special.
Please stop.
Jim Parsons stars.
I love it already!
Buddy's Musical Christmas, tonight, 8/7 Central on NBC. Tonight, the Voice finale event, featuring Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson, Ed Sheeran, Hozier, Jennifer Hudson, and the moment all of America's waiting for.
The winner of The Voice is...
The Voice finale tonight here on NBC.
This Health Check 10 report is sponsored by the Centers for Integrative Medicine and Healing.
Health Check 10, if you're using the cold as a reason to skip your run, you may have to come up with another excuse.
Benita Zahn goes over some pointers for exercising, how to do it in the cold weather.
It's decision day in Fall River. Voters heading to the polls today to decide whether or not to recall Mayor Will Flanagan, and if so, who to replace him with. Critics are angry over issues like fire department layoffs and fees for trash collection.
Well, you know, we have to apologize today because we're just having some computer problems, and we've noticed them. We know you have too, and we apologize for that. Thanks for sticking with us. I want to move forward now to Health Check. If you're using the cold, no, Hannah, do you want to do the health story, or give me a yes or a no?
All right, fewer teenagers are abusing drugs and alcohol. That's the latest story we wanted to bring with you with some video. But a new study out today is showing the marijuana use and the abuse of ADHD drugs remains high. Most of the
main reason we focus on teen drug use is both because these drugs can have an impact on learning and behavior, cause immediate poisonings or immediate toxic effects, but also when people start during their teen years, they are much more likely to express a lifelong pattern of addiction and problems with these drugs.
All right, back on track here. This is the first year that the report has included data on e-cigarettes. Nearly 10% of 8th graders say they've used an e-cigarette within the past month. But when it comes to high school students, that figure almost doubles. Thanks for sticking with us and being patient right there. All right, the 10 Cares Holiday Blood Drive takes place this Monday, December 22nd in the Crown Plaza Hotel in Warwick. It runs from 11 to 7, and Health Check reporter Barbara Moore Silva will be there. All donors get a free pound of Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Now, Checkmark's Storm Team 10 forecast.
All right, hi guys, and here's a look at what's happening tonight. Weather-wise, we do have some changes. You know, a very gray, damp December day for us. Some rain showers kind of scattered out near New York City. Not a lot of rain with the leading edge of this. This is going to be our steadiest rain. Still well to our west, near Pittsburgh tonight. This time's out to arrive at about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So there'll be a few widely scattered rain showers off and on. Shouldn't be anything to dampen your plans tonight if you're running out to do some holiday shopping. Also, first night of Hanukkah. Probably a lot of you have some plans for that as well. So as we look at the forecast over these next few hours, we'll see temperatures holding in the upper 30s, low 40s, and maybe even rising a degree or two by morning. Some rain showers. Could still be some steady rain for the beginning of the morning commute. By 8, 9 a.m., I think a lot of that shifting up to our north, and some improvement as we go through the day. Noontime, still mostly cloudy, 44 to 46. Would not be surprised, though, to see a little brightening to the sky by mid-afternoon. Certainly a little brighter than what we've had today. Only 34 in Worcester. Those high elevations, not surprising. The cooler temperatures, lower to mid-40s along our south coast. Block Island, high of 46 for us, and 39 in Smithfield. So that's the range. Take a look at this cool time lapse from our People's Credit Union Skycam. Clearly from the Newport Hyatt, looking at the bridge today. You can see, again, the slate gray sky, which we had up there, but good visibility for most of the day. None of that mist or light rain developing, as certainly could have been possible with that light onshore flow and the humidity as high as it was. But again, it's a good visibility tonight, cloudy sky, and our temperature holds at 41. Humidity is 79%, northeast wind at 5 miles an hour. And the wind will be fairly light all night into the morning, and then once the rain ends and it passes to our north, it'll start to come a little stronger out of the west at about 10 to 20 miles an hour tomorrow. Temperatures tonight ranging from the mid-30s to the northwestern hills to the lower 40s still along our coast. Again, I don't expect these temperatures to change much, maybe even just inching up a little bit overnight. Here we are at 11 o'clock. The steadier rain's just beginning to move in. And as this wave of low pressure comes over us for the morning commute, 7, 8 a.m., that's when the steadiest rain will start to shift up toward north. So you're heading up toward Boston tomorrow. You may still hold on to some of those showers around 9, 10 a.m., but locally here in far southern New England, the steadiest rain has ended. The afternoon looks mostly cloudy, but the drier air moves in for early Thursday. It'll be a little breezy with a northwest wind, partly sunny sky. Thursday's highs in the lower 40s. So we take a look at how much rain we're expecting from the system. Not a lot, generally less than a ½ inch of rain for most of us. And again, a bulk of this happening in a couple of hour window just before sunrise tomorrow. Maybe a little bit more rain, steadier rain as we get up toward Boston. Once the system passes, tomorrow's wind again out of the west at 15 to 20 miles an hour. A mostly cloudy sky, but with a little brightening, we should see temperatures between about 45 and 48, maybe grazing 50 along parts of the south coast, but most of us, again, mid to upper 40s tomorrow. Wind direction west on the bay, 10 to 20 knots. Our sunrise now 7:07, and the sunset time 4:17. Remember talking about just a little bit more daylight over the course of these afternoons now as we approach the last 2 weeks of December. So there you go, 4:17 sunset tomorrow. The high of 48 after the showers end. Thursday, partly sunny, 43. Friday's dry, 40. Saturday is dry as well, with a temperature near 40 degrees. Looking at that storm for Sunday, not a big one, Alison and Gene, but there is still a chance for some inland snow, maybe at the beginning, very beginning, and toward the tail end of that storm. I think most of it on Sunday is going to be rain for us. Back to you guys.
Mark, thank you. A lot of lists come out at this time of year, but this one's a bit unusual. It is for the ugliest car. A CarInsurance.com survey has found that the 2014 Chevy Spark E4 is at the top of the list, and Dan drives one. Most Spark owners say they don't mind, though. They bought their vehicles to be different.
All right, speaking of Dan now, I want to go back to the story that he had just a little while ago. There we go. New details now on that dramatic river rescue. We built this up. I want to hear this myself now.
That's right. We got the 911 call from the frantic woman who drove into Taunton's Mill River. She was yelling, "Help me, I'm in the water." She was desperate for help. It's all recorded. Dan's back with more on that. Dan.
Hi there, Gene and Alison. Yeah, we fixed that little technical glitch here, so we want to come back to tell you the story because it really is incredible. So imagine this. The driver is in the car right here. She has a new car, and she has that OnStar feature. Maybe some of you have it. So when you're in trouble, you press it, and then it can immediately hooks you up with an operator that then hooks you up with police. So the option really paid for itself quickly after the woman's car went into down an embankment and into the fast-moving, freezing cold river, the Mill River in Taunton. Her car actually floated downstream with her inside. So let's try to listen now to the OnStar operator connecting the driver to the 911 call center in Taunton.
She's saying she's sinking in water in her vehicle at that location.
She's sinking in water?
Yes, ma'am. I do have the 911 center on the line. Go ahead, dispatch.
I went off. I avoided a car off the road, and I went over the bridge on Danvers Street, and I'm in the water, way down in the water.
Just incredible. Seconds later, fire trucks were rushing to the scene and saving the driver, Deborah Dooley of Taunton. Those rescuers just dove right in. You can imagine how cold the water is, right? Now, we want to let you know we have an update. She is recovering, and now police are investigating her claim that another car forced her off the road and into this river right here. Again, if you'd like to hear the entire 911 call, it lasts about 4 minutes. We have it for you on turn10.com. Live in the newsroom, Dan Jaehnig, NBC 10 News. Ginger?
Why not? All right,
what else could go wrong tonight, Dan? Okay.
Ginger, boy, that was an old one.
Don't even know what to say to that.
Pull the file tape on that. All right, coverage you trust in your neighborhood now. We begin in Swansea, where all seniors at Case High School will be trained in CPR.
All right, here's why. The school was selected to be a CPR smart school. Swansea is the first district in the Commonwealth to be recognized as a so-called smart school. Seniors are receiving their training this week. The school committee approved the training last month, and it'll be done with help from Swansea Ambulance.
The Old Slater Mill Association is reacting with enthusiasm to the news that we have a new National Historic Park. The Blackstone River Valley National Historical Park Establishment Act was approved last week by Congress. It was introduced by Senator Jack Reed as part of a plan to establish Rhode Island's first National Historical Park. Old Slater Mill is the first of 7 features specified for inclusion.
To New Bedford now, where the state is expected to make $1 million worth of improvements at the state pier. Changes will enable the pier to process more produce. It will also add about 60 new jobs and double the number of ships bringing fruits and vegetables in and out of New Bedford. 2 local organizations are involved in a special screening of a new documentary called 40 Weeks. It tells the real-life pregnancy stories of a diverse group of women. The local chapter of the Association of Women's Health, Obstetrics, and Neonatal Nurses is sponsoring the event as a March of Dimes event. It will be shown at the Showcase Cinema at the Warwick Mall on January 21st, 2015 at 7:30. You can purchase tickets by calling 973-464-0163. All right, Coverage You Trust continues now, new at 5:30. Good news for holiday shippers. Amazon has a policy change. It's in Money Watchers.
Titan HD Radar is brought to you by Belize Auto and BelizeAuto.com.
Right now at Belize, drive a new 2015 Toyota Camry for $199 a month with 0 down. Or buy a new Nissan Sentra for $14,999. New 2015 Silverados are just $249 a month. Get big volume discounts on 18 acres of inventory. Now at the all-new Belize Toyota, Nissan, and Chevrolet on Post Road in Warwick.
You'll do better at Belize, yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is your health benefits exchange, and it's going pretty well. In fact, it's among the nation's top state exchanges in many categories. We exceeded enrollment expectations. Actually, we more than doubled them. And by having the state's top carriers in one place, we're driving competition, making healthcare less confusing and more accessible. To see our full Year 1 recap, visit our website.
Chia Pets, the pottery that grows. And now Chia Hello Kitty and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Chia Pet. It's fun. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, water, and watch it grow.
Chia.
There's Chia Pet Mickey Mouse and Chia Pet Minnie Mouse.
Even Chia Zombie. Chia.
And Chia Duck Dynasty.
Booyah!
Chia Pets, the pottery that grows.
Available at CVS, Benny's, Rite Aid, and Walmart.
If you've been injured in an accident, call on the Hurt Line. DeOliveira and Associates, right now.
You can make a difference at the Subaru Share the Love event. Buy a brand new Subaru Legacy, the longest lasting midsize sedan in its class. Awarded Top Safety Pick Plus by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Share the love and drive home a brand new Subaru Legacy, well equipped for only $21,995.
It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Buy a brand new Legacy and Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of 4 charities.
If you got health insurance through HealthSource RI in year 1 and aren't insured through an employer, your 2014 insurance ends this year. To begin 2015 covered, you need to renew by December 23rd. Come see our new plans and rates.
If you see breaking news, report it to NBC 10 News at 401-455-9105 or news at WJAR.com.
The NBC 10 Money Watchers are keeping an eye on the stock market for you tonight. At the end of an up and down day Tuesday, the Dow lost 111 points. It had been up as much as 246 points at midday. The NASDAQ lost 57 and the S&P fell 16.
Amazon is extending its free shipping deadline to December 19th. Orders over $35 are eligible, although Prime members will automatically get free 2-day shipping. A growing number of fulfillment centers are allowing the online giant to extend the deadline. Providence Biltmore signs a 15-year deal with the Hilton hotel chain. The Providence Journal says it will become the 4th hotel in Hilton's Curio collection, a brand of independently run affiliated hotels. This means you can still get Hilton reward points. Opened in 1922, the Biltmore was purchased out of receivership by a Boston-based hotel management company back in 2012. Rhode Island Housing okays more than $24 million for 2 developments in Providence's West End. $12.6 million will go toward the Phoenix Renaissance Apartments. There will be on-site services for those at risk for homelessness. Another $12 million was approved for Aaron Briggs Apartments for seniors and those with disabilities.
Let's see what's ahead for our 6 o'clock show.
All right, coming up next at 6 o'clock now, new developments in that Blackstone House of Squalor where 3 infants were found dead. Tonight, both parents are facing new charges in that case. Plus, ready to return, a Massachusetts doctor who beat Ebola is going back to Africa. This comes as politicians in Massachusetts work to make a faster and more accurate test for the virus. Those details ahead at 6. Favorite holiday movie, it would be The March of the Wooden Soldiers with Laurel and Hardy.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
It's the Polar Express. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
I can't put my arms down is the best line.
The Grinch stole Christmas. Because nobody wants a Grinch on Christmas, right?
So mad he stole Christmas, but the ending is the best part.
Elf. It has to be Elf.
It's a Wonderful Life. Hands down, It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a wonderful life. Because every time you see it, I learn something new about it.
Whether you're a busy mama, proud grandma, free spirit, high achiever, Sunday driver, or beach bum, if you like jewelry, you'll love J.W. Graham. From must-have brands to locally crafted pieces that are uniquely you. J.W. Graham in Wickford.
Toyotathon is 50 state big. That means you get the biggest deals on Toyotas nationwide. Come to Toyotathon and get coast-to-coast savings with a $175 a month all-wheel drive Venza lease, including no-cost maintenance. Or get 0 for 60 plus $500 bonus cash on an all-wheel drive Venza. Toyotathon, the biggest national sales event of the year. And soon. Toyota. Let's go places.
Experience breathtaking beauty unlike any other place on Earth. Travel just 4 hours from Boston and discover the 9 unique islands of the Azores with AAA Travel. Discover the old world charm of Europe in unique traditional cuisine and architecture. The Azores' natural waterfalls, thermal hot springs, and volcanic lakes are reminiscent of Hawaii's beauty. AAA Travel will even coordinate professional guides to customize your vacation. Whether it's your first time to the islands or a return trip, your unforgettable journey starts at AAA Travel. If you've got the time, we've got the places.
What is Yes Gallery? an upside-down Christmas tree, handcrafted clocks, pottery, and treasures for the garden, all nestled in a fun yet relaxing shopping atmosphere and located in my favorite village in the world, Wickford. See you at Yes Gallery.
Live with coverage you trust. This is NBC 10 News at 6.
Shocked public. Rhode Islanders speak out about a huge hike in electric rates. But National Grid says sorry, it can't be avoided. Plus, student expelled. Another New Bedford high schooler is in trouble for assaulting a teacher. But first now, breaking news about that Blackstone house of squalor, where 3 infants were found dead, 4 others